Do you hear how good this microphone sounds? Do you hear how clear my voice is? This is great. This is 10 out of 10. Hello everyone, I'm Solarsaber, and today I'll be telling you how to prepare for your first furry convention. Furry conventions are probably one of the most hyped things about the furry fandom. And why wouldn't they be? It's a space where we get to be ourselves without being judged for once. I've only been to one convention, Furry Weekend Atlanta, but hopefully I can go again this year. Since this is your first furry convention, you're going to want to consider what size you want the convention to be. The closest convention to me is one of the biggest in the world, so I didn't have much of a choice. But check out your options. If you don't want to be too overwhelmed, I'd recommend choosing a smaller convention. If you want to dive right into all the fandom has to offer, pick a big one. Here's a list of the 5 biggest furry conventions in the world, if that's what you'd like to do. Here's a list of smaller ones if that's more your style. Now, what are you going to pack? If the convention is far, please do not wait until the last day to pack your things. Just don't do it, you're gonna hate yourself. This can apply to any trip, I guess, but seriously, get your stuff together a few days in advance. If you're a fursuiter, make sure you have more than one pair of Under Armour to wear under your fursuit. You're gonna get sweaty really fast, and wearing the same pair would probably make you smell not the greatest. Bring extra pairs of clothes just to be safe. You never know, someone might spill something on you, or some kid might come up to you with their Cheeto fingers, I don't know. If you're an artist, don't forget to bring your sketchbook or tablet if you want to draw things for your friends. The next few things to bring apply whether or not the convention is close or far away from you. Please bring water! I mean it, please! I only brought 1 bottle of water to my first convention, and although it was better than nothing, I got thirsty really fast. Bring a refillable water bottle so you won't have that problem. Bring a small backpack with you too, even if it's a little drawstring bag or something. You're going to buy things, and you'll need a place to put them. I'm serious on this one too. When I went to FWA, I arrived with an empty backpack and left with it full of merchandise. Before you get to the convention, make sure you take a look at the con schedule. Pick and choose the panels you want to go to beforehand. That way when you get there, you're not scrambling around. Another thing to do beforehand is to set a budget. Set a price you're willing to spend on merchandise over the whole convention, and don't go over it. Your wallet will thank you when the convention is over. Remember to include factors such as food and maybe parking if you have to pay for it. Alright, you're finally at the convention. Now what? If you arrived alone, don't be afraid to talk to other people. I went to FWA alone, and it probably would have sucked if I didn't talk to other people and ask if I could hang out with them. I understand you might have social anxiety. I do too. However, furries are really friendly. If you ask a group of them if you can hang out with them, they'll most likely say yes. Sometimes there are even panels for specific groups of people, such as teen meetups, female furs, or furries of color. Go to those and make some new friends. At the convention, you'll probably notice all the fursuiters walking around. You might even want to run up to one and hug them. Well, guess what? Don't do that! Don't do that. Let me give you some fursuit etiquette tips. People in fursuits can't see very well at all. They don't have peripheral vision, and they most definitely can't see when someone approaches them from behind. If you want to hug a fursuiter, get in front of them where they can see you and ask politely. You can also lightly tap their shoulder and ask them when they turn around. Never hug a fursuiter without permission. You can cause them to panic because they can't see who's hugging them. If you want to take a photo with one as well, just ask. I've never had a fursuiter turn down a hug or photo. However, if you see a fursuiter who is walking very quickly to a place and they simply wave you off when you ask for a hug or photo, don't be offended. They might be overheating and trying to get to the Headless Lounge, which is a place where fursuiters take off their heads and drink water and cool down and stuff. If a fursuiter has a prop, do not take it from them. Even if you're trying to play around by snatching it and saying come and get it or something, it's very rude. Some fursuiters' props are very personal to them, so you taking it can cause them stress or panic. Don't pull on a fursuiter's ears or tail. I don't care how floofy the tail looks or how wiggly their ears are. Tails and ears are very delicate parts of a suit and should not be tugged or pulled. Just don't do it. And for the love of God, if you have food on your hands, don't touch a fursuiter. Don't even think about touching them. Don't. At the convention, you're going to have the chance to buy super cool furry merchandise from the dealer's den or the artist alley. This is going to be one of the only times you'll be able to buy merch like this, so make sure you spend your money wisely. Remember to never try to haggle with a dealer or artist on their prices. It's very rude and simply waste their time. It's fine to stand at a dealer's table to look at all their merchandise, but don't stand there forever. Other people want to buy things too, and if you stand there for years just browsing, you'll be blocking someone else's view. Lastly, if you're staying at the convention hotel, remember to be clean and respectful. Don't leave your trash on the floor of the hotel room or burn popcorn at 3 in the morning. The hostel staff works very hard, so do them a favor and make their job easier. Remember that hotels have quiet hours, so during those hours keep your volume level down. Other people besides furries are in the hotel. Let those poor souls get some rest. Well, I hope you're thoroughly prepared for your first furry convention. Are you going to any furry cons soon? Let me know in the comments. And remember, shine bright!